We're
We
gonna
didn't do
be.
show notes.
Dev Nation's gonna be
who-
lost.
Who fuck? We started this without. Start typing, Riggs. Something. We can't have this man here. We tried this once. No notes noted.
No notes noted. Welcome, challengers, to Battleground of the Gods, a Smite podcast. I am your host, Step Nation, and joining me today we have Fro Double G
We were left unattended.
and Riggs.
I just woke up.
Oh. Pretty exciting day today. We've got a community corner we're going to be reading out, probably, maybe. We've got Blood Bowl goings on, right? Trying to get some Blood Bowl games in on that.
This is
We
why
talked
we
about
need
it
to know.
like
Dev has no fucking
2 months
idea.
ago.
Although,
And,
although I do like how you did bring up the Blood Bowl because we are finally getting around to starting that.
Yeah.
We were gonna start it, and then I hit basically like a month of overtime, and which also meant Bright was gonna be on a month of overtime. So we, at least I assume. So that didn't really happen. Nev hadn't quite joined yet. They were just waiting on a few things, but Blood Bowl is up and running, and unfortunately, after finally getting it all set and filled and people and rosters and teams and all that, Asbestos hit me up yesterday and he's like, hey, you still need people for Blood Bowl? And I'm like, we literally just got locked in. Like, we are literally starting it now. Like, I hit the lock in, like, close rosters, we're going. Like, Nev and I
we
were going to
could
play our
pull
game
up
after
a
this
second
today.
league and have second teams and everything. Like, that's something that we could do, but
We could, but I'd like to get the one done to make
just
sure this is
try the
actual
one to
enthusiasm
make sure
for it.
it's good and fun. Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone out there plays Blood Bowl or is interested, we are trying to do a little. Not trying to get crazy. We're not starting like a full blown like actual league or anything like that.
Actual leagues, but
Yeah.
like casual leagues.
But if we get like 12 people or so who's interested, play on a regular basis.
Bassist.
I was earlier. Me and Deb were looking at the names of it, and I don't know if you've ever. I don't think you've probably not played fantasy football, Fro, but like anybody out there that's
What do you
played
mean? I'm
fantasy
playing
football,
Blood
that's
Bowl.
what it reminds me of.
right.
No, this
Fantasy
isn't.
football.
Okay, this is kind of fancy. I get you. But like, if you've ever been in like a fantasy football league where that's like half of the fun right there is coming up with a fun name,
Yeah.
and like I was sitting here trying to like figure out whose name is who for this league, and I mean the only one I could tell you is and Bright's just because his is literally just Bright Knight. But everybody else's, I'm like, because I thought I'd go up against Chaotic Corn Crushers. I could have sworn that was Deb,
Not that.
and I was like, no way, that's not Deb, and it's not. So now I'm sitting here like, who is short and mad? I want to say that's Nev, but I don't know. I feel like that's a more it could be Nev.
Corn Crushers.
Who is
No,
short
no,
and
Corn.
mad? That could be Nev.
Yep.
No, that's my team because I picked dwarfs.
Okay. See, that's what I'm
See,
saying.
he's
Like,
wrong
I'm it's so hard to like just looking at the names. Who's who?
All right.
Okay, so that means that's Amore has to be Nev, right? That's
Nope.
Amore's Nev.
Nope.
No shot.
No, Nev is the beaches. Because she picked the Amazons.
my.
She's the beaches. I just said Nev and I are going to go we were supposed to go against each other earlier, and then I told you who I was.
That is right. Yeah.
You
did
know,
do that.
Fro, I feel like this is one of those things where we see it, but we're not really listening. Because there's
That's just
things
that.
out
That's
here,
just that.
and
No,
I'm not really listening.
You can't say we. We can't say we. That's
We.
just you.
It's becoming more. I'm spreading
My
whatever it
defense
is.
I woke up like 40 minutes ago. That's
All
my
right.
defense.
So we have Bright, which is the Night Bright, right? And you've seen him and Panda talking about who the fuck or when they're gonna play. So obviously Panda's the potato heads. Then we have the Lizard People Nation.
That's Deb. I
That's
figured that one out.
right.
'Cause he
Short and
told me.
Mad is me. We got the Beaches, which is Nev. Then the Ding L Berries. That's you. You know
That's
this,
me.
right? And I already told you that you're going against Brad
Ginger.
So he's the Chaotic Corn Crushers. And then that just leaves
That's Amore.
That's Amore.
Nick the Party Hardy for That's Amore.
Okay. I'll be honest. I also forgot everybody that's in the league since, like you said, it's been a while since we.
It's in a
decided
private
to
channel
do
that
this.
literally only us are in.
So,
Yeah.
There's
you think I'm gonna look at that?
Dude,
I'm just looking at the.
We
team
read
name.
them off every week.
No, it's not only that. It's just I made in that channel. It's just for the people who have the Blood Bowl role. That way we didn't bother the other
listen,
patrons
that
who
would
don't
be
give
cheating.
a fuck.
That would be cheating. All right.
What do you mean that's cheating? If it's a multiple choice test, let me look at my options first and decide which ones make the least amount of sense. If I can turn it from a fucking 1 out of 4 to a 1 out of 3 chance,
You know?
That's fair.
You know what else is fair? Playing Smite.
talking about
games.
Smite on Smite
Talking
podcast.
about Smite on a Smite podcast.
What a transition.
Fro Double G, how are your games?
Switch it to Riggs. Let me get my shit pulled up.
Riggs, how
Ow.
were your games?
Oh boy. I actually played a shit ton of games this week. So I'm trying to think of I'm looking at them right now. None of them are standing out really a ton in my head. But last night though.
I would say last night. Come on.
Yeah, last night I'm playing with Trevor, and then all of a sudden me and him both get an in-game whisper from one other than Silent Reveries.
No.
And we're like, Bryce is in Smite right now. What the hell?
Not
And
Bruce
he's been making a
Buttercrisp.
comeback. He's been making a comeback recently. He's been playing a little bit more. And so we finished our game and we hopped in with them, and it's me, Bryce, and Trevor and Nizzy. And then we had kind of a rotating cast after that because I know Fro joined us for a couple. We had some people from Nizzy stream come in for a little bit, but we just were slamming slash keys, and it was so fun. Just running around as a 5-man. There was a game I played of Cuckoo where I swear I would hit every time I ulted, it was at least a 2 or 3-man ult. And I ended up going 12-0 and 13. And then for some reason, right? I don't remember how many of these games you were in, Fro. I think that I think the Cuckoo was your last
2?
game. Because I'm looking at it right now. The Cuckoo, you were in the Cuckoo game, and then you weren't in any of them after that. So I think that was your last one. But literally, all right. So I'm gonna count it. Ready? 1, 2. I think there's a third one as well. Yep, 3, 4. So the next 4 games in a row, we had a random Cuckoo on our team.
That's wild.
It was weird after I played it, and then every single game after that, they didn't do as well as I did. So Bryce and Nizzy the whole time were just like, "Oh, this dude's not fucking Riggs, dude. If this Cuckoo was Riggs, this game would be over by now." We're just watching him our Cuckoos are just throwing ults out of nowhere. And,
I've ran into a bunch
weird.
of fucking Bolognas lately. I've been playing Bologna, right? And there's been a Bologna on the enemy team in over half the games I've been playing Bologna. I'm like, this is just so fucking odd. And each one of them does that weird Bologna thing where they're like, 1v1 me, bro. It's like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, they just
put your fucking muscle milk down and chill.
Slam their face into
Put your muscle milk down.
That's like me with Sobex. I feel like every Sobek I ever play against just cannot. They just have to pluck on cooldown. Same thing with Bologna. If Bologna has an ability up, she's using it every time on you.
No, especially when you're playing Bologna. They always if you're a Bologna and there's another Bologna on the enemy team, they're like, come on, let's go. It's like,
oh, yeah.
Chill, bro. We were walking by. We ain't gonna do anything. Stop.
Yeah.
You mean you're gonna hit each other for 15 damage? That's not fun to you?
Well, no, they want to sit there and box. It's like, okay, cool. We're both. It's gonna end up the same way. You're gonna fucking disarm me. I'm gonna disarm you. You're gonna shield rush me. I'm gonna shield rush you. We're both gonna fucking every third auto is gonna be blocked, and we're gonna sit here doing nothing.
When you do hit each other, you hit each other for 19 damage.
Yeah, 19.
And you probably have Death Toll or something. So
40 HP 5 and Death Toll.
Yeah.
That's solo lane right there, baby. If you get 2 auto attack warriors in solo, that's how it goes. You just sit there slamming each other the whole time for 20 damage and auto, and then you heal it up and
slap. And then you get heavy executioner, and you're banging. Watch out.
Yeah. So we were slamming. I think we were up until like it was like midnight my time. We were slamming queues. Threw in a couple of Anubis games in there. Went 13-4. Was fun.
Who's your
Uh,
Diamond Challenge? X-Ball?
I couldn't
Any
tell
X-Ball games?
you. No.
Oh man.
No, I
I
did
think
try to
Nev
get some.
posted them. I'll go look.
I was grinding some worshipers a little bit because it was party up. I forget the amount you got, but you got some amount when you partied up.
Yep. Yep.
Worked on Shiva a little bit since he's the only warrior I need diamond now. Since I mean he's not really new anymore, but I
He's
haven't
the
played
newest
him a ton.
warrior, right? That counts.
Yeah.
The newest warrior, aka the one you get this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
I still
X-Ball,
gotta
by the
work on
way.
him a little bit.
You have X-Ball.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that
I can
was
tell
the
you
case.
confidently there's 0 X-Ball games in my history. So.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I got Yamoja Diamond. That's cool.
Nice.
It was funny. I play a lot with Bright too, and he was looking at my worshipers one day, and he was laughing because like I think notoriously I play a lot of like solo lane conquest, a lot like solo lane jungle, I'd say, and most of the guardians that I play a lot of are like not your typical solo lane esque like guardians. Like I play a lot of Khepri, I play a lot of like Yamoja and Geb. And I don't feel like those are not traditionally associated with just like solo lane guardians. Like those are definitely not. Those are like your more peel oriented guardians, but I had something about them. I just love playing them. It's weird. It's like a weird play style for me. Like I love running it down, but I also love like having like a sick Khepri revive. You know?
Yeah. I mean, and you're monster Khepri. This is established.
Yeah, I may or may not be the best Khepri south of the Grand Canyon. So
there we go. Just directly south.
Directly south,
vertical.
in the same state and directly south of the Grand Canyon. That's me. Yeah, but that's my game. Just shit ton of slashes, shit ton of conquest. I haven't played a lot of ranked recently. I need to get back on that. I played a lot a couple weeks ago, but I haven't played.
It's funny
that much.
because you said you were partied up with Trevor. I figured that's what.
Yeah,
you had
honestly,
been
that's
doing.
100% what I thought you meant when you said you partied up with Trevor.
No, it was. I think it was. Me,
I thought it
Trevor,
was.
and Aiden
I thought
as
your
well.
story went. I
Oh,
partied
Aiden
up
was
with
there.
Trevor,
Okay.
comma, and then we played some games with everyone
Right.
else in the Discord.
No, it was me, Trevor, and Aiden. So we were 3-manning it. I've been playing a lot with like
Okay, so
Trevor,
Joust,
Aiden, and like
Rank
Define
Joust.
Pride. No,
Wait,
no, shut up. I'm playing Rank
Define
Joust.
Pride?
Yeah, me
Motherfucking
and
Hatmaster's
Trevor.
brother?
Yeah, me, Trevor, Aiden, and Define Pride have been playing a lot too.
Sam the Dude's editor? Wait a minute. Does he still edit for Sam the Dude? He used to.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I know he got really busy when he was doing his
Moving in jobs.
dispatch.
And...
Yeah, going to become a dispatcher.
Yep.
But
They
yeah,
said that's
those
actually
are,
pretty tricky, having to learn the lingo of the different like forces, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Those have been my games this week.
Excellent.
Fro, are you ready, or do you want to go to
Yeah,
depth?
I'm good.
All right, Fro.
So, I got Bologna for my Diamond Challenge, and I've been trying to take advantage of the Worshipper Weekend.
Yeah.
I've picked up like 400, which isn't bad.
That's solid.
That's a lot, yeah.
Especially since she was at like 50. Yeah, something like that. So I'm getting there. Probably going to get a few more by the end of the night. So probably going to complete this one. I forgot how much I actually enjoy Bologna. Like I was saying earlier, like
I think you just like gods that can throw hands. Because you're very much a throw hands kind of player.
Well, yeah.
And so Bologna fits that perfectly.
Yeah,
I think she's fun because she's got multiple like ways about going about things, you know. Like
well,
between her
yeah,
1, 2,
it's
and
like,
3, you can approach things in like a lot different ways, and I think it's cool.
Yeah, like I was just saying earlier, every Bologna wants to fucking fight, and it's gonna go the same way. But you don't always disarm into shield bash. That's usually how you fight your auto attack people. Like if I'm gonna dive a hunter or another AA like style warrior, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to them, right? So you get the disarm time, and then you can build up some stacks. You get your initial stack from the shield rush, right, for your block stack, and then you can get a couple more while you're autoing. So you get like that edge on them, so they're like, "Fuck, I can't handle this person," as you smack away on them. But that's not really the way to go about it if you're like trying to kill or like trying to, I don't know, like peel per se. Not that she really has peel. Like earlier I was going against a Bakasura, and I was like, yeah, I am not looking to fight this fucking Bakasura because he could eat my ass. But like, I don't know, she just like, I could wait for him to do his thing and then turn around and shield bash for the slow and then disarm and fucking run because he has his, you know, cone auto and shit like that. Yeah, I don't know. She does have multiple ways of going about things. Or if you're going to be in the fight using the hammer, and I want to do my cleaves on everyone. She's fun. She's fun. I forgot how fun she is. But I was playing some games with the Silent Reveries yesterday, like we were talking about. And his Latin is just on point, right? And he explained to me that the Bologna alt, what she truly says is I'm a gonna dick ya. Right.
I forgot about this.
No, it was we were all just fucking around, and he was trying to figure out something, and at the very end he's like, yeah, something, you're gonna dick ya. We're like, what? And he's like, yeah, Bologna alt, something, it's just gonna dick ya. And then it somehow evolved into, like, I told him he's got to say it with a very heavy Italian, like, I'm gonna dick ya. And that's now Bologna alt, at least in my head. And when I alt, I'm just like, don't say it.
Don't say it.
But I'm fucking thinking it. But yeah, Bologna's fun. I haven't played a shit ton of Smite this week because I've just been... I did post in the Discord that I kind of just needed a bit of a mental break, just a bit of a way. I also need to get caught up with some shit around the house. Still on, this is the end of all my overtime, like I mentioned earlier. It's kind of shitty because last week I had to do Monday through Friday, and I normally don't work Wednesdays, as everyone knows. But they switched my overtime to Wednesday. And then turned around and switched my overtime back to my normal day of Sunday for this week. So it went Monday through Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's like, fuck it. But should back to normal now. I did pick up Baba Yaga as a diamond, and I believe Ganesh. I don't know if that was the last one I needed for Ganesh. Or maybe it was just Baba. I picked up a couple other people at diamonds. I know I shouldn't do it, and I know I've brought it up a lot whenever I play Baba, but I just love her buying all the stacking items build.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just fun. Especially with the Tainted Steel. This season with the Tainted... Not the... Tainted... Plate?
Amulet?
Not Amulet. The other one. The one that gives you defense.
Tainted, like, breastplate, I think.
Yeah,
Breastplate, yeah.
I mean, they technically both give you good defense, but one... Yeah, Tainted Amulet gives you 80 magical and 30 physical protections.
Yeah. I never remember. But the
But
one
it
that
heals
gives you
you
defense...
and does less healing reduction.
Yeah. That one is actually not too bad on that, because with your Urchin and your Thebes and that, you get a decent amount of tankiness, right? You still get your anti-heal. I've gone over this a few times. I like it. It's fun. So I did that to get her diamond. I did fuck up and accidentally, this is one thing, just a reminder for everyone if you play Baba, don't fill your inventory slots. Keep an empty one. God damn, keep an empty one. I had a, what was it? It was an assault, and I bought Baron's Brew, and I bought a health chalice, just because I had the gold, and I'm like, this is going to be great. Walked out, used my potion, go to pocket it, and I went, oh. Yeah, I fucked up. So, Reminder, don't do
Dude,
that.
there's nothing more that I hate than having a fucking Baron on my team just because it screws with the consumable page. And I'm so used to where everything's at when I buy stuff. And then I'll go to buy something where I go to the spot it's normally at and it's off by one because of stupid Baron's brew. And I
It
hate
should
it
be
so
added to
much,
the
dude.
bottom. It should be added to the
I
bottom.
hate it so much.
Yeah.
I know
tack
why
it
they
on
put
to
it
the
at the
end.
top
time.
so you get reminded, but
I get mad
Yeah.
every time I see a Baron on my team because I go to buy something and Bright always laughs at it too when I'm playing. I'm like, God fucking damn it, because I'll buy something and it's the worst in Conquest too because like I'm so used to just buying stuff and going out of base, so I'll buy it and then I'm like, wait, I bought a fucking I don't know like a mana pot out of base. I'm like, why did I buy this? And I'm like, oh, there's a stupid Baron's brew in my game, and I'll already leave and I'm like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah.
I hate that god just for that reason. He screws up the store.
so I do have one more notable game. Yesterday I was
Okay.
playing with Waffle, Clarkin, and Asbestos Dog. And we were playing an assault. And we had Xing Chen, Apollo, Hades, I was Ganesh, and a Baron Samde. And Baron was our rando. We were against an enemy team that was just like assassins. What was it? Najah. Here, let me take a look. Najah, Baset, Scylla, Apollo, and Oleron. So they have some fucking damage, but no frontliners, right? Dude. Ganesh is so fucking strong in that situation. Especially when I have a Xing Chen with me, because between the two of us, they could not dive. They could not initiate. And they could counter initiate decently. But like Baset was she'd go in, she'd try, and she'd either get immediately Xing Chen rooted, or I'd do the classic thing and she'd just land and I just ohm her. So she sits there the whole time not being able to do fuck all. And Xing Chen's or not Xing Chen. Ganesh is strong. He's strong. Depp, I know why you enjoy him.
He's great. Great god. And then his ult, just start hitting people. Real prejudice like.
My ult wasn't really super impactful.
Oh, it's because you're not using it enough, bro. If you think, oh, I could probably use my ult here, just do it, and then it'll be up like 40 seconds later.
It would just because like mine, it would me, because we had a Baron and a Hades, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be more like I would drop my ult, and then like everyone's okay. It was impactful, and my ult would a lot of time initiate people to dump all their movement,
Mm-hmm.
and then here'd come a Hades and a Baron right behind and fucking yank on them. But I just wasn't able to, and my team wasn't able to capitalize a lot on the damage from my ult. But it was impactful. It was, because you know they do take that slow when they go across it, right? But
I was gonna say,
like, oh, they dash.
I like using it to start a fight
Mm-hmm.
because if it drags on long enough, you get it up again in the fight. You know,
and that's a lot of what was happening. It was just a lot of times like I don't want to say it was zoning, because it'd literally be more like I drop it and then like the ants would scatter and just split everywhere. But that was like kind of to our advantage, because you know Hades can make pretty good use of that, and then you know Xing Chen or I could still keep our people pretty safe. But it was good. I like Ganesh as well. Had fun on him.
Xing Chen whirlwind through the Ganesh.
That actually did happen a few times, and there was, oh my god, there was one who's Waffle. I gotta give Waffle a shout out. He was on Xing Chen, right, and he was fucking whirled them and actually took them and threw them at the pillar, but on a way where they were able to stay on the line, and then just get fucking. So they like traveled across it and then locked down because they hit the pillar, and you know when you hit someone with a Xing Chen, how they kind of have like that slight hang time. Oh yeah. And then I'm omen them too. That one was great. That was one of the ones that was pretty impactful. Yeah. But again, that's more I think on Xing Chen really, because he had just a great ult.
He has to think, oh, there's a Ganesh ult. I'll ult too.
Well, there was a lot of that, but like I said, mine was just more like more of an initiation or counter initiation, just to get them to scatter, which it did do that. just wasn't able to get. There was only one time where I was able to get that like full. Well, besides that moment with the Shinshin, there was only one other time I was able to like fully lock someone down on it, and oh my god, take a lot of damage type moment.
Yeah,
but it was still impactful. It was. But how was your games this week?
my games this week. Oh boy, let me tell you. Got Poseidon Diamond. Done with my Diamond challenge. Get wrecked, everybody. Just kidding. I did get him Diamond though, and been playing more assaults. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be working out for me. Did a tanky cleana game. Got the warding sigil, a couple hammers, started going into Glad Shield. We already cleaned up on the team at that point. Caught a surrender at 10 minutes. Tried playing some arenas. Those did not work out for me. Caught the L's for that one, and I'm like, yo, fuck this. Let's go back to Assault. Chiron game, 11-4, doing Chiron things. Gotta love it. And then I joined Nev's stream for some games. And oh boy, catching W's in Nev's stream. I know it rarely happens, but it was happening.
Wow.
At this time.
Toxic.
That never happens.
It never happens. It finally happened.
Didn't you literally like
6,
2
4,
weeks ago
19,
be like,
Poseidon,
I joined Nev's
4-1.
stream and she starts winning?
Right.
Yep, this week, no wins ever happen in Nev's
No
stream.
wins.
Fucking
No.
shitter. I got you.
Listen,
Nev.
Fro, if it happens in your stream, I'll be prepared to throw you under that bus when it comes around, okay?
You never know what's going to happen in my streams.
No. So Danzaburo in Assault 6-4. Poseidon in the Slash 419. Jormungandr in the Assault 8-3-16. We queued in an arena to mix it up. I got the Poseidon out again. 11-4-15. I was having a time. And one of these games, I want to say the enemy team. Oh, is it in my history? Hold on. I gotta try and find it. There was one game where the enemy team was all healers, or they had like 3 or 4 healers in arena. And we went into it and we were like, who the heck picks an arena team with 4 healers? How sweaty can you be?
Why arena?
That's just what it was. Because that's the mode where you can pick your gods, and it wasn't Slash.
I know, I understand the somewhat let's be toxic and pick like 4 or 5 healers in like a Slash, or I guess back in the day it used to be like a Clash or a Siege or something where it's like we can stay out, the base is far away, like we can sustain and like just be a constant pressure. But why arena? The fountain's fucking 10 seconds away at all times.
Yeah. I don't know their reasoning. But it was bad because we won that game by like 80 tickets. And I might have been that toxic asshole who in the post-game lobby says, who picks 4 healers in arena? And then I sent that message and then follow up. And loses.
Oof.
Yeah,
they do
big
that.
oofta.
They do.
They did, and they lost, and they caught that L, and we caught the W's. Big win, and played a conquest. Man, I don't know why everyone's complaining that you don't get your role when you pick it to queue for conquest. I picked support, and I've been getting it all the time.
Every time. Yeah, it's weird.
I had a Ymir support game, worked out pretty well. Had some pivotal walls, had some solid freezes, had an all around good time for me.
Bro, have you Fro, you spent a lot of time on TikTok. Have you seen the TikToks where it's like maturing is realizing like blah 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 is like the like something like that,
Okay,
Maybe.
yeah.
Anyways, so maturing in Smite is realizing Ymir's wall is his best ability.
Oh,
That
okay, yeah,
fucking
those
wall
ones.
is insane, dude.
Yeah.
It is.
And
I was
for
able.
Conquest, it's insane. Like other modes, it's not that great, but like Conquest, that wall is literally like OP.
Yeah. I would throw it up behind the enemy team's Uller, and on a dime, it didn't matter like what the situation was. He would switch to Axe and just leap back in his lane. Like I got
It's
him
the
to
threat,
waste.
dude.
I got him to waste his mana, leaping back, and then his retreat was down. Like we would. It was just when we were like chilling, clearing wave. Like it was nothing. It just got him to back off, and it's like okay. We were also up against a Nox support, which we definitely made that the Nox support pay with the first blood. But you know. The Ymir is strong.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing better than getting like a good Ymir wall in the jungle in Conquest, dude. That just
So-
completely fucks the other team.
Yeah,
It is
let's
amazing.
elaborate why. It's because the way if anyone thinks of like just a random spot in the map, right? Not
Yep.
not like a pit, not the Gold Fury pit, not the Fire Giant pit, just a random spot in the jungle. Think of how wide the lanes are, or the pathing is, right? The paths are in there. One Ymir wall at the right spot will completely block that. Now think
yeah.
where you're at, how you got to go around, not just like over the other way. In most spots, if you get walled off in the right spot, you got to literally go back and around one way or another
You're
to get
dead.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
dead because if you're running, why are you running? Right?
Why are you running?
Why are
If you
you
don't
running?
have a jump, Ymir is the most annoying character to play against.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
by far.
And it's
if you have
not
a
even
jump,
so
it's not
much
that
if
bad,
you
but,
don't
like-
have a jump with a good Ymir wall. If there's a single person on your team who doesn't,
That can't jump. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pick. A good
The,
Ymir wall could turn into an instant pick. Like it's
Nox.
it's so good.
The Nox did pick up that she needed to dash into the Uller when my wall went up, so that I was baiting out the Nox dash as well.
Yeah, there's nothing like more satisfying than forcing the other team to buy a Phantom Shell as a Ymir because your walls are too good, and even though that shell is on like 130-second cooldown, your wall will be up in like 4 seconds.
All right.
it doesn't even matter. Which is another thing that's crazy. Like that, it lasts if you max it, it lasts for 6 seconds, which is an eternity in Smite.
It's so long.
That's my favorite is like when you because I like to max it pretty early. Like I put more points in it than I do like my 3 or my 2 early game,
yeah.
depending on the team, but like more often than not I do that. And then like people they won't expect it to last that long, so they'll just like kind of like face roll into it. It's like, all right, it should be
Yeah.
done by now. It should
Like,
be done by
so-
now. It should be done. And
That's
it's just like
like
still going up. They're
maxing,
like, what the fuck?
What is it? That's
Yeah.
like maxing Athena taunt. Like no one expects you to max the Athena taunt first, right? I don't know.
What's
It always
that
feels
other
so
big
much more impactful.
Oh,
early
the
game.
Kumba Mez. When you get hit with a Kumba Mez leveled early, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yep.
god, I want to
Sure,
play the
for
game
3-5
today.
seconds. Right.
I don't remember
Yeah.
being this sleepy.
Ymir wall is pretty rough because it's 1 second base and then 1 second per level for the duration. So like 6 seconds, like oof.
Yeah,
pretty
so
long.
it starts at 2, and the cooldown goes
Oh, it
down
starts
to
at
10
2?
seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's 2 to
what's
6.
it go up?
It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It just goes up by 1 every time. But it
Oh,
starts
okay.
at 2.
Yeah.
And the cooldown
My
goes
math is
down.
bad.
So let's say you have a max rank Ymir wall, it lasts 6 seconds. You break it if let's say you leave it up for the whole 6 seconds, and it's only on a 10-second cooldown. If you break it early, like
Mhm.
it's up so fast, dude. You have that shit all the time. Ever since I made it where you can take down the wall now, it's so nice.
Yeah. Instead of having to wait the full duration of the wall.
Because that was the worst. Is if you got a bad wall and you had to wait 6 seconds for it to go down. Your whole
Right.
team's
Well,
looking
yeah,
at you like, well,
because
come on.
because
Those are
if
the days
someone
you
leapt
wall off
past
your whole
it,
team.
and then your team's walled off from the chase, and it just felt
Yeah, you-
bad. Yeah.
Those are the worst times when you actually get a bad Ymir wall and your whole team looks at you like you're an idiot. Like, and
Yeah.
you just have to look at the wall now that you made and you can't take it down.
New Smite players don't know about this. Unless they guess they
Yeah.
run into a shitty Ymir. Never mind, take that back. But
Yeah,
back in the
Ymir that doesn't know how
day,
to cancel it.
it used to be every time, and it'd be like, dude, when you'd have
It
to
was like,
put in chat, just stop walling. That was
yeah,
always
it's like
a
that
sad,
look of
sad
shame that you
moment.
do, where
Yeah.
everyone stops and they just stare at your Ymir, and Ymir just kind of like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna become a
And
conquest mate, is what you're telling us, Step.
yeah, that's what I'm
Maybe
here.
I might. Well,
You're gonna start
I
playing.
also had another game, but it's not showing up on Smite Guru. It was a Kabrakan support game.
Oh yeah.
Worked out pretty well because the reason I came upon it was my ADC locked in Hou Yi early. And I'm like, oh, Kabrakan, I'll ult, give him a free bounce. This will be easy, you know? Hit him with the stun, start slamming the ground, and they'll just be throwing autos in and easy dubs, right? And we caught the dub. It was great. Hou Yi
my
Kabrakan duo lane, highly recommend.
Dude, Blaze McBain caught a fucking nasty double bounce earlier in a siege or in a slash.
Slash.
The enemy, like I said, I was on Bologna. The enemy team had a Bologna. I might run into a bunch of them, like I said, and she was trying to solo the siege, and she basically was like getting it all by herself. Until Blaze just literally comes up. She's at like no HP at this point, and neither is the siege, and just goes up and just bam, double bounces. She's backed up against the wall and just pink pink and just fucking takes her and it out in just one shot. And it's like, oh. And I came around into the corner just in time to see it all like happen, and just like boom boom. It's like, I don't know what else she was expecting
it's
to
the
happen.
sneaky double bounces when someone's got their back against a wall. It's like, oh, that's not the place you want to be up against a Hou Yi.
Yeah. Well, it's also like in that area, it's kind of rounded too, right?
Yeah.
And it was like just straight back, just boom, boom, and just hit them both. And it's like, ooh, all right. It's well played, Blaze.
You love
Speaking
to
of
have
getting
it happen
shit on
your
too,
team. Oh,
there was a. I want to go back to Young Bryce for a second. There was a play in one of those slash games we did where Young Bryce got absolutely demolished, and we all just started laughing
oof.
because they had an on her on their team, and he went blink like an absolute Chad, and Young Bryce is playing Shiva, and he's learning the god, and he's in front of their tower, and they're on her, blinks behind him and impales him back into their tower, and he gets stunned on the tower, and he just gets absolutely shit on, and we all just stopped and looked at it. We were just like, oh no. Like, it was one of those like style plays that it just happens every once in a
I was
while, and
gonna say that's
it
like
just so happened to
the
happen to
Medusa
Bryce.
matchup with me and Nev.
Yeah,
She blinked past me as I was ulting, and then she ulted me. Oh,
it was so funny.
That reminds me of a time I was playing an assault, and there was a Geb on the enemy team and on her on our team, and Geb, both teams were kind of sitting back. No one was coming out in the middle, and whatever reason, Geb starts his roll out and starts coming towards our team, and our on her just fucking impales the Geb as soon as he gets close, but right before he goes gold. And for whatever reason, everybody in our comms are just like, oh shit. And like, it wasn't actually that hype, but just like, it kind of was. Just, I don't know what it, I don't know. I love a good impale. There's something about that.
Yeah.
A good interruption, something like that. It's just like,
Well, and then Bryce got me
Great.
back later on when we were playing again, and I was playing Kumba, and I was gonna blink under their tower, and I was gonna get like a 3-man mez. It was gonna be huge, and I go to blink, and I guess my mez was on like it had like 1 more second on cooldown, so I just blinked and I just walked away because I didn't do anything because I was like, oh, my mess is on cooldown. So from Bryce's point of view, I just blinked under tower and then walked away. Oh my god. He just started fucking laughing so hard and just giving me shit the whole time. It was a classic, though.
I love those troll moments too. I had one of those when I was
Yeah.
playing ESET, and everyone. I don't normally do jump parties, right? But for whatever reason, everyone else was already fighting, but there was this Apollo off on the side just jumping. And I'm like, whatever. And I went over and he kind of kept jumping. I threw my 3 at him, right? But then he kind of like dashed away and like tried juking and was like looking around. And I just started jumping and spam laughed. And then he kind of like stopped and turned and looked around. The dude like comes up to me and just mezzes me and walks away. And I'm like, yep, there we go. I appreciate it. ESET 3 doesn't do shit. Mez doesn't do shit.
Mm-mm.
And like, it was kind of like throughout the match, we would just occasionally just do that to each other. Just randomly walk up and just do it. No. Gotta love trolley shit.
So is that all your game, Step?
Those were all my games, you know. I mean, I feel like that was a decent amount. Caught like 8 dubs, played a couple of conquests, winning in Nev stream. All around, a great week for Smite for Dep. You know? Normally
Hell
Dep's
yeah.
weeks for Smite, not this great. But so on the docket here, had some late show notes going up. 20 questions. Riggs, I believe we still need to have you go, and we need to have Nev go, but Nev's not here. You know, like 40 minutes in or so, Nev's not here, believe it or not.
Oh yeah. Nikki's not here.
Nikki's not here. Bryce isn't here. Who else? Who else do we have? Rick's not here.
So
No.
is it mine then? Are we doing
Well, we could do you, or we could save it and wait for Nev to do 2 at the same time.
Guys, there's 120 gods. We can squeak one.
mine? Yeah.
Oh, we could. All right, we could squeeze one in. Let's do it. Riggs,
Also,
if you
we should
got something for
probably
us.
make.
Yeah.
We should make some sort of Google document where we like track what gods we've done.
I mean, maybe that's part of the fun. We just don't track it.
I would say we could do that, or I think it'd be even funnier if we don't do that and we repeat a god and we still don't get it right.
Right, exactly.
That is true. That is true.
That's the plot twist.
Yeah, you could just
did
do the
we-
same god over and over and we probably still get it wrong.
Did we also confirm no asking if they're what was it? Oh god, what? I put it in our host chat.
If they can
What
cook.
was it? No, it was no asking if they what was it, ranged or well, no asking
Or
their
ranged or melee.
yeah, was it no asking ranged or melee or no asking Oh,
I don't know.
I'll go look.
Yeah, so I think I don't
Probably
remember
no
what this is about.
asking classes. I feel like.
I mean,
You know.
I've got mine if you guys just want to start guessing.
I mean, you can keep vamping.
You know, I feel like I could kick us off here. Or probably not asking if they're magical or physical. That might be
I think that was one of them.
yeah. Let's go with this one. Is your god or goddess the only god in their pantheon?
No asking
No.
class or magical or physical. At least one of the two. That was my suggestion, yeah. Just because it
They are
eliminates
not
too
the
much.
only one in their pantheon.
They are not the only one in their pantheon, Fro.
Are they male?
I would say so. Yes.
Hmm.
Which means it might be a creature god.
if I had to, yeah. If I had to say, I would say yeah.
Okay. Does your god's kit have lifesteal built into it?
No.
Okay.
Do they have a human form? Not humanoid. Human.
No.
Okay.
I like Dev's question. Dev's question was basically specifically Chaosauts.
I mean, I
Or
feel like
Anubis.
there's a couple other gods.
It could have been
with
Anubis.
Or yeah,
lifesteal in their
Anubis.
kit.
There's like
But-
a couple.
Well,
that
see, that's the
could-
thing. It's
Could've been
like he
Freya.
said Freya has lifesteal built in.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, there's like a handful. I feel like.
There's a handful. Yeah, I don't want to get too crazy with it now, Riggs. Come on now. Oof. Big oofta.
So the most recent one was where they are not a humanoid.
They are not humanoid.
No, not human.
Or not human. Yeah.
Because
Not
I'd
a
say
human.
Anubis would technically humanoid, but not human form. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Right.
not human.
But it does eliminate like Bologna, for instance.
Does your God's Ultimate provide a hard CC?
Yes.
Okay.
Ale, hard CC, non-humanoid.
We're defining hard CC as like I'm saying it would proc Magi's.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm drawing an absolute fucking blank. I also missed, what was the very first question, if you don't mind me asking, because I was still searching for the Depp, your
Dep,
first
that one
question.
was you.
They are not the only god in their pantheon.
Not
That's
the only
right,
guy in
yeah,
the
yeah.
Pantheon. Are they in the Egyptian Pantheon?
No.
Okay, that eliminates another huge section.
Are
All the humanoids.
I mean, I feel
Pretty
like
bestial now.
are they in the oh shit, which one is Norse? Are they in the Norse pantheon?
No.
Oh.
In
Oh. See that prox Magi's.
is it Cerberus?
It is not Cerberus.
I feel like you could argue lifesteal, because he does have the healing steel from his passive.
This is so hard being on this side of it because I'm looking at the god right now and I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
All these questions are just
They're not
it's
close, or
Dancing around.
I mean, yeah, you guys are like I can tell where your brains are at, and I'm like I want to like encourage stuff, but I
yeah.
can't. Yeah.
I need to get a
Well, so
fucking
here's the thing.
Smite Godless. pulled up here.
Probably not a Roman god.
That
It's not the
It's not a Hume.
not a Hume.
not a humanoid, it's not Egyptian, it's not Norse. Got
Right. And
lifesteal in the
Norse
kit.
has quite a few non-humans. So
Lifesteal in
and
the kit,
basically
hard CC,
ruled out
ultimate.
Camazotz.
I believe we're on question number 9 right now.
Yeah, is your god Hunbats?
It is. Ding ding.
Oh,
ding,
yeah.
Ding. Boop boop bat boop 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 bat.
Lifesteal? In his kit?
Not
Doesn't
in
have
his kit.
lifesteal.
Not
Does not have
have life.
lifesteal.
Nah.
Does not.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. I was like, man, and they have lifesteal in their kit? What the fuck god
No.
is this?
Deb, for getting that right, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do a badoop badoop bat, please.
Boom boom bap doom boom bap.
Thank you.
Got it.
I
that for
answered
your
those
sound
right,
clips.
right?
I was
didn't
I
didn't
Actually,
I'm pretty
can we
sure
put
you
that
had
fuck that up.
right.
send that to Nev for the quote of this episode? Doom badop. Doom badop. Dep.
It's not
in Hun
Doom,
Bat's
it's
voice.
boot.
Boot.
Boot bat. Boot bat.
Boot boot bap boot boot bap.
There you go. Dude, that was perfect. That
Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes I get it right. Other times I don't.
I got those right. Like I didn't fuck up one of those questions.
No, I'm pretty sure you got them right.
Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't misleading you.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good there.
Because
And
the
I would
humanoid
definitely-
thing, I was like, he's a monkey, so he's humanoid, but he's not human.
Right.
Also, why are his eyes like glowing red?
You know, we don't ask questions. It's
I
what
like just noticed that. His eyes are like obnoxiously glowing red.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that's like a lore thing, but like in this skit, it's just like it's very, very apparent. He's
Yeah.
wearing like red sunglasses, basically, of just like glow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, we doing another one or?
You know,
I mean, I do got one ready.
Fro. All right, Fro Double G. You are up to the plate. We are throwing our questions. Riggs, I started the last one. Why don't you start us off?
Would this god or goddess be willing to be my friend?
They would let you believe they were.
Okay.
Is this god Loki?
No.
Damn.
All right,
Thought I
I'll
had a
ask
pretty
you
good
this last
chance
time.
there asking that.
Is this god or goddess a stance switcher?
No.
Oof, that would bring it down real fast. That would oof.
Yeah, I was swinging for the fences there, not gonna lie.
Is this god or goddess a creature?
Yes.
Is this god or goddess do they have like healing abilities, whether it's for themselves
Yes.
or allies?
Is this god Cerberus?
No.
Let's see, healing abilities for themselves or others. Creature. So it's probably like a major guardian, right? That's where a lot of the healing's at. Or maybe a warrior, I guess.
I mean, Fenrir 2 gives them lifesteal, Camazons, but let you believe they're your friend. That's the real subjective creature question.
All right, I'm gonna waste a question because I feel like my last one was a little too vague. Do they have a healing ability that heals allies?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not like Camazotz then.
Healing ability.
It's not like a
heals
lifesteal ability.
Yeah, you
It's
did,
like
you
a
did say
direct
heal
heal
yourself
ability.
or allies. I'm like, okay, half of the gods in Smite.
Yeah. So it's not like a self heal. It's like an actual heal.
Let's see.
It's a creature with a healing ability for allies.
Yeah. Is your god Horus?
It is not.
Hey.
Is it Ra?
It is not. That's question number 9 right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting up there. But we're also running out of creatures with heals.
Yeah, I'm confused now. Oh no, I think there's a couple actually. Maybe.
I mean, is there though?
This is gonna be a real like, oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's still a couple.
Creature that heals. I'm just hung up on creatures. I feel like we've hit a fair few.
Well, then come at it from another angle then.
Yeah. That heals, man. Is
Also, they're not a stance switcher, by the way.
Yeah. Are they? Would you consider them a male god?
They're referred to as male, yeah, most of the time.
Okay.
Is your god Hades?
No.
Damn.
Was your god released after 2020?
That's a hard question to answer. Now you're gonna make Fro do math.
Right. Gives us a little bit more time to think.
What season was 2020? That'll probably help.
That was season 7.
I can at least say they're on the bright map. We went over the bright map dark map earlier.
So past 5 years.
So season 5, yeah.
New-ish.
Yeah.
We said we're not allowed to ask like the class, right?
Yeah, just because it eliminates too much.
Um,
Just like literally, you
fuck,
could just.
dude.
Are there a warrior? Yes. Okay, now we got 19 questions to pick between 18 warriors.
Right.
Dude, I'm kind of stumped. I'll be honest. It's not a stand switcher. It's a creature, or not a human at least. That has a heal for allies, and maybe themselves, but it does heal allies. It's a male.
Alright.
or
I will say
referred to
maybe
as
maybe
that.
the stance switcher thing is like possibly. They're not a.
What does that mean?
Well, it's just now that I think about it, they're not like a
What?
stance switcher. It's not. That's not Ario.
Do they have an alternate form besides their base character?
Yeah.
Okay,
basically what
that's
I'm
a
getting
stand
at.
switcher.
I think I'm really confused now.
That doesn't really help me, but now I'm just more confused. Is it?
Bright map, creature, heal.
What the fuck,
I'm sorry.
dude?
I'm glad that didn't
Yeah.
spoil it too much, but I felt like I needed to clarify that because it just kind of dawned on me.
Yeah,
apologize.
that. I'll be honest, that just makes me more confused now. Oh, is it Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Oh. Heal?
His 3 and
Okay,
his
yeah,
ult.
his ult heals his 3. Yeah, it heals a fuck ton too.
Huh.
It's a lot of healing. Yeah, the stand. Yeah, I guess that I would count that as a stand switcher if I said stand switching.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it's like now that it's like when I thought about it, I'm like, fuck, that is a stance switch. Like, but it didn't click in the moment when you asked us to switch stance. I'm like, yeah, that ain't no fucking Terra Ardio.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't have been my first guess, but I definitely did not think Cthulhu after that. But yeah, Dep, he kind of like Thanatoses himself, where he hurts himself, but he heals his allies. If he doesn't.
With his
Oh.
3, he takes a
Okay.
chunk. But if he is missing too much health, it won't heal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But since he gets a bajillion health in his ult,
Yeah,
fucking
you
Right.
normally
heals
don't
for so
see it
much,
because
dude.
most people are busy trying to fucking slash or throw the thing, but it's the one where he
Mhm.
just literally takes his arm and goes "Bruh," and like pulses out around him.
Yeah, I know I guess I didn't know that it healed.
Yes, sir.
Because it
Does it ever
doesn't list
say?
his ult abilities in his item card.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think you might have to go to like a jungle practice and then ult and then hover it. and then it'll
hover
tell you.
it, yeah.
Yeah, but it does heal. It heals for a good amount.
Okay.
And it's a pretty big AoE on it. It just doesn't do that much
I think
damage,
it's-
and most Cthulhu's are like, I'm gonna do a shit ton of damage. I'm like, or since you have a bunch of health now, you could share a portion of that. That'd be dope.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like you don't think of it as a healer, but I think it's probably worth getting a divine for it if you don't, because like it's a lot of healing in a fight.
Yeah.
It's like a massive health 3, but like instant.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
So that's a good one. Sorry
Yeah.
if I misled a little bit on that again.
I was just so
Nah, that one's a weird one.
yeah,
I'll give you that.
That's tough, but I mean, like, good job. You almost got it.
Yeah, I think you guys were getting more caught up on the health or the healing
Yeah,
creature more than
the
anything.
healing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, Hades is kind of like that. Like it's like a goofy one.
Mhm.
And then once you said, I was gonna say Tiamat. Doesn't Tiamat have like a heal? Maybe
I
that's herself.
thought she
though.
did. I
She
don't
has a self
see-
heal in her ground stance 1 if she gets the swallow or the execute, where she consumes them. I think it's a small heal.
That's right. Because I was gonna say that, and then I was like, that doesn't do allies. That was like the only creature I could think of. And then that's when I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of, I don't know why we never thought about these Smite 20 questions, but they're great little, let's just stick them in, fun little moments.
sneak them in, fun bits. Yeah.
They really are.
And you might learn something new too. Like
It's-
Cthulhu has a massive AOE heal.
Heal, yeah. Well, and that's like super sneaky because I don't think it's listed anywhere other than like you being in game ulting and like hovering You know,
Yeah, maybe it's that purple text that you can't read on his ult because it's in Lovecraftian language.
it might be
We
Oh,
just don't know what that says.
right.
we never really uh talked about this too much on the podcast or at all, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly. But battleground universities and
Yes.
like why we haven't really done too many of them. Because we've done most of the gods that we think that we're quote unquote have. I don't want to say mastered, but are like we excel at per se. Aside from like, I don't know, Riggs could go over rat for us.
We did. We
I did that.
have
Yeah,
a
that was
we
literally
had
the
a rat
first
one.
episode I was
That was
on.
like the
Is you
first
guys were
one
like,
Riggs was
talk
here.
about rat.
We did it. Yeah, we were like, all right, Riggs, your time to shine.
That did happen. I remember this now.
Yeah.
So there is that, and a lot of gods are kind of. A lot of them are just kind of like, hey, build this, and like a cuckoo, for instance.
A lot
on
of
him.
it's like
Yeah,
the
real
meta
simple.
build right now,
Yeah.
right? Like a fair amount of it is straightforward on gods, and the gods that do have like the higher skill ceiling, like I'm not good at them. I'm
Right.
good at the easy gods, you know, like
Right, and it'll take a little time for like
yeah.
give us a little bit, and maybe we'll be able to go over like a more in-depth Shiva like gameplay guide. But I was kind of curious. Is anyone interested in a little segment I was kind of thinking of called like a 2-minute mastery? Where we literally take someone like Cuckoo or Serket, and someone's like, "Hey, I don't know how to play Serket. Could you explain it to me?" And like literally, we just do a 2-minute breakdown of be like, "Oh, yo, she's real simple. Like fucking use your 3, leap on them. Use your 2 to taunt them. Do your little dash thing, ult 'em, auto or whatever." Serket, there is multiple ways to do that ability.
She does
whatever.
well building tanky or with damage.
Right.
Go crit and pen type of deal. Yeah.
Is that something some people are interested? Because I do know we have a rather casual audience. We have a lot of returning people, a lot of people who don't play a shit ton or like in the lower levels.
Yeah.
Is that something people are interested? Let me know in the Discord. Just at me, at the host. Put it in our either feedback or in the.
Yeah, I mean, we've got that feedback
new
channel there
chat.
for a reason.
Yeah, we got the feedback channel. Or we got the channel that's new chat or new episode chat. You can post in there, one or the other. Or if you think I'm stupid, you can just tell Depp that you think I'm stupid. He'll definitely care.
Make sure I don't give a fuck for telling Fro he's stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's because I don't care, but Depp might. So you can at him and let him know that I'm stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a good episode title. At Depp to let him know you think Fro's stupid.
At Depp.
Is Fro stupid? At Depp to let him know.
It's a bit lengthy.
It is.
What about just at
least
Depp?
something about me is lengthy, you know?
Or just say, is Fro dumb at Depp? There you go.
You know what? It's my turn to edit. I'm not gonna put that as the title. Get out of here.
That's like, wait a minute. No, I gotta.
Wait a minute.
Just say, then put at Nev.
At Nev. There we go. Oh man. Oh, how are we feeling about this community corner, Riggs? How are we feeling? Are you excited? I know you go to town on these Build a God.
Yeah, I get in there. I
get in there for sure.
I look at the nitty gritty stuff. In the football world, I'm like the Chris Sims. I'm the self-proclaimed quarterback expert, even though I wasn't not that great of a quarterback. Only like a select few people will get that. But
all of our sports people.
Yeah. Yeah, are we reading it today? We actually got a good amount of submissions. I mean,
yeah. I think we read it today.
Alrighty. Yeah. So this CC was we're designing a guardian of the existing guardian abilities, passives, all that stuff. So we have Frog. Gonna go with Terra passive, Terra 1, Terra 2, Terra 3, and Sylvanas ult, and Terra's auto attack chain.
So Terra with Sylvanas ult instead of Terra ult.
Yeah, which arguably I'd say Terra ult is the best ability in Terra's kit, so it's a little goofy you're taking that out, but
Right. Well, for Terra passive, you need one of Terra's other abilities.
oh no, I see why he did it. It's Sylvanas' ult is called Wrath of Terra.
You know that
It took
he
me a
might be
second.
onto something here.
It took me a second, and then it clicked. I was like, oh wait a minute. I
Oh,
like that
man.
one just for the fact that there's a constant theme, and you even add like I would have if you would have just said all Terra's abilities, I would have been like, oh whatever, it's just Terra. But no, you went out of the box and you remember that Sylvanas' ult is Wrath of Terra,
Mhm.
and that's huge for you. Next up we have Schmitty.
Yep.
He has a god name, which is Okram, and his first ability is Okram these nuts in your mouth.
Oh shit, he got
Uh,
us. Oh man.
The rest of the kit is a work in progress, but yeah, we have Okram these nuts in your mouth, and I'm always a big fan of any nuts joke.
Mhm.
So huge fan of that one.
Huge.
Then we have Foxy Amy with Cabrakan passive, which is kind of low key busted, not gonna lie.
Yep.
5% damage
Cabrakan passive.
mitigation to everybody around you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sobek's Pluck, Ganesh's 2, Geb 3, and Ares 4. So you're not doing anything.
No, you're just a
besides
huge
setting up
support main.
and
Big
yeah.
support setup.
You're not doing any damage. You are just being obnoxious and being
Peel master
protective of your team.
and yeah.
Which I respect, yeah.
Peel master setup hound.
This brings up an interesting thing. I don't know. I don't want to get too off topic here, but there was a tier list not too long ago by Captain Twig, right? And it was the fraud. How much of a fraud are the SPL players?
Oh gosh.
And I don't want to get into like all of that, but there was one of them where he was talking about Variety, right? Who's the solo laner for the Kings. And Twig brought up a point where he said that if there was a god in the game that did not have any abilities but was just existed and just had like basic attacks and that was it, that Variety would be the best frontliner in the game because of how he's able to create space and stuff. And I think that's such an interesting concept of having a god in the game that does nothing but just exist and just like see who could succeed on that.
Right.
Because that's what that reminds me of. Like that god doesn't really do much. Like Sobek will and Ganesh 2 get the. He doesn't do much as far as like damage or like anything like that. But he's just there and he's
making space.
Utility.
He's setting up plays. He's peeling for his team if they need it, and yeah.
Like I know that's a concept I think that's been brought up on like Reddit and stuff of like
Atlas
god
on
in the
release.
game that does 0 damage, but it's like a healer or something. So like all they do is just heal or like maybe have like some utility, but they don't do any damage.
Right.
I think it'd be kind of interesting.
So I've had an interesting idea for a god, and this has nothing to do with the CC, right? But a stance switcher that if you're only around one ally, they do damage, right? You become around 2 or more, and they swap stances, right? And they become a lot more like utility, either like heal or like PLCC setup.
Interesting.
So like in dual lane, and I was thinking more of a guardian, but in dual lane they could help clear and stuff like that.
They start out doing damage early on, and as they rotate, they pick up more of a support role.
Not even necessarily as they rotate, because even as you rotate, you would still be just by yourself or one god. You'd have to actually switch to actually team fighting to turn into a team fighter.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking, jungle hangs out in mid quite a bit, so you could technically early on.
Right, but if the jungle takes off, you are back to not being able to support your mid.
But then you're supporting your mid by damaging. So interesting concept. No, I'm here for it.
Imagine that god in like arena, you'd never get to be in the other stance.
Yeah.
You're just perma-locked. to it.
Arena, assault, and what else?
You purposely let all your teammates die in assault so you can be the last one and do damage.
I was gonna say with Slash, you can choose. Do you go to the lane with 2 people in it or the lane with 1 person in it? You know, or
You mean the lane with 4 people in it? Because there's always a 4-1 split in sliders.
that is what it seems to be. You're not wrong.
I don't understand it.
I mean, it makes sense if it's done on
Uh,
purpose because the person doing the 1 gets level 5 real fucking quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's never that though. It's I'm always playing like Guardian. I'm playing like Yamoja and Slash, and I'm left by myself. I'm like, I need someone, please. Like,
Yep,
Glory.
that's what actually happens.
It's always the two carries or the 3 carries, whatever, that can clear waves are always in the same lane.
In the same lane, yes.
I'm like, come on.
Right.
I'm
I
over
love
there
when
staring
we're,
at the wave.
sorry, I was gonna say I love when we're recording and I get ats in LFG. You love it. Love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that. I honestly lost my. Oh, never mind. We were just on this one, the Kabrakan passive. All right, so we are at.
Ividium, I think is the next one.
I'm gonna pronounce it as Vitium
Okay, go
Why?
for it.
because I think that's how that's pronounced.
All right.
We have Yorn passive. So the first, I remember this one. Fro talked to me about this. Yorn passive, so he's immune to knockouts essentially. Capri 1, Atlas 2, which is already a knockup immune by the way.
Mhm.
Kumba 3, and Geb ult with Yorm's auto attacks.
Jesus Christ. This is the fuck this guy in particular build.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one person is not moving.
No.
And
Dude,
most
you
of
can make
those
such an annoying
are
character with Guardian abilities.
Oh, it's wildly impressive how annoying Guardian abilities are.
You
yeah,
think
that one
one's
right
bad,
there.
this
If you
next one.
lead with the Gebolt 2, DR does not take into effect at all. By the
Yeah,
way.
Kumba 3 would be the only one, but I mean that gets broken anyways more often than not. So
And it turns into a hella slow, so you could just use it as a slow essentially.
I
Mez,
like to
doesn't
imagine that
Mez gets DR'd?
it does. Yeah.
Okay, I thought Mez did not get DR'd, so excuse me on that
Yeah,
one.
that's
But
why-
yeah, even then
that's why
it would
with
turn
the-
into the movement speed and attack speed slow, which does not get DR'd.
The recent DR change, the whole root thing being able to get DR now, Kumba fucking sucks because it's like that was his one thing where he could root people for 2 seconds no matter what, and it was like good. Now if they have DR on them, they would get rooted long enough for them to like take their finger off the keyboard for like a millisecond.
Right, it just looks
It's
like they
so bad.
stumble.
Yeah, it looks like they had to like step over something for a second. Like
I saw someone hit an Artemis trap and then just keep
Walk
walking a sec, like not even a full second later. It was kind of dumb.
it would only last like what is it point
It
point 2 or
looks like
point 4 is the minimum.
Like they got zerped into the trap because it like pulls you into it a little bit, and then they just kept walking. Like
You know what it looks like? It looks like people who are used to old X-Ball alt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
that's exactly what it looks like.
That's what I was gonna say for the root. It looks like long enough for you to take your finger off W, just so you would do for the X ball.
Yeah.
New players out here like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird to think that now, guys? God, you're old.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that you think
Speaking
that
of
was
old,
annoying with the.
oh my god!
Oh
Speaking of
my
old, did you
God,
see
bro.
that rap song I shared earlier? Shut up, Riggs. Did you see that song I shared earlier of the
I
old
did
men
not.
rapping? Oh my god, Depp, check it out. Maybe use it as an outro. It's actually pretty fire.
I'll have to check it out later. Let's keep going on these. I'm here for it.
I lost my spot. Oh, there we go. So next one we have Hypnose, the you don't get to move Guardian with Ymir's passive, Kepri's 1, Bacchus flop, Ymir freeze, and Jing Chen ult. That's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like you're missing out on the best part of his response there, and that's what he actually said is Ymir passive, Kepri 1, Kidnap, Bacchus 2, Floppo. We got
Ymir
Ymir
3.
3, Freezy Frez, and Xingqian alt, Spinny Boy.
That is true. Yeah, I'll be honest. I did not read the paraphrased versions of the abilities. That's on me.
Yep, and he said DR shouldn't be too much of an issue with the knockup and pull.
Mm-hmm. Pro Double
That's
G,
true.
I feel like you should read this next one here because this seems up your alley with the Norse mythology.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even read it. We got
Wow.
Beard or Norsen around. His god is Hermod, Norse god, the guy who rides to hell to save Boulder after he is accidentally killed by his brother. Depending on what you read, he saves him. In other versions, he pleads with hell but fails, but tries to save him anyway by force. So he has Ares passive, Xingqian 1, Atlas 2, Fafnir 3, and Athena ult. So I think it's very interesting because he's actually making a new god.
Right.
Uh,
Pretty nifty.
Trying to think. Ares passive, so he's buying auras. One,
Xingqian
1.
1 is the auto attack slow and dot.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas 2 picking up people. Fafnir 3 is the leap disarm. And Athena ult.
Oh, it's an
I'm surprised
anti-AA
to
person. It's an anti-AA.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of makes sense too with the lore. Anti-AA when Boulder was killed by a thrown spear. I'm not sure if he was doing that on purpose, but
See, I thought you'd like it. I'm surprised by the Athena ult, although I guess protection's to an ally, but I feel like that's the lack of Athena autos is disturbing.
yeah, let's go ahead and just give him Athena autos because he didn't pick an AA chain. So we'll
There
do
we
that
go.
just for Rick.
Just for Rick. The
Yeah,
green,
I like how
the
Rick,
green buff
Rick
bandit.
shows up randomly and stuff in our Discord and just says stuff like that. Like it was like we haven't heard from Rick in like weeks. Also, he comes up the lack of Athena autos is disturbing in this random community corner channel.
Yeah. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Yeah, he took a break from watching UFC and playing Tarkov to come over here and talk about Athena auto.
Not just
Oh,
UFC,
well, he's been playing Cycle.
2006 UFC.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Dude, they were
Oh,
talking
wanna just
about
take
Forrest
the
Griffin
next
getting
two, bro.
completely manhandled by Spider. What's his name? Anderson Silva. Completely
Yeah.
fucking forgot about that. He
Yeah.
did too. All right. Anyways, we got Batman 7839 coming in saying Athena auto attack chain.
there you go, Rick.
That feels like it may have been pandering, but we'll take it.
Yep.
Kabrakan 1, Ymir 2, Geb
Geb 3.
3, Xingqian ult, and Ymir passive. Ymir passive and Xingqian ult seem to be pretty popular.
Yeah.
I'm glad people understand how broken Ymir passive is.
Ymir passive is wild how much it gives you.
It's pretty good. I'm surprised people keep on saying Jing Channel because I feel like that ult is such a weird wind up time that I feel like they
It
end up
does.
outrunning it most of the
But
time.
you are
like,
CC immune for
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's a-
entire channel. Like it's
good for
solid.
that.
Yeah.
I just feel like that one's so avoidable. I feel like as like an opponent,
Yeah.
maybe I just suck, but which is a possibility.
I think it's
Could
very
be.
satisfying. It's a very satisfying ult to hit.
It is. Yeah.
And then with the throw and everything.
It does hit like a truck if you go full damage Jing Chen because it ticks
Oh.
every time you spin.
Oh,
Is that thing of damage, so it fucking swings, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. He's got Cab 1. Cabra 1 does not have the protection, so it's just the auto. Would that proc on the cleave? Or Nope. I was going to say the reach, but that's Athena passive. And he said attack chain. So it's interesting. It's an interesting one. He's got a lot of CC. It's kind of like a weird Ymir. I'm not going to lie.
Also, I'm not sure if they changed this in the DR thing in midseason, but Kabrakan 1 does not apply in DR unless they've changed it. Fun fact.
Okay.
Next we have not your cabbage saying Khepri auto attack chain.
Nice.
Khepri auto attack chain. Does he even have a special?
Dude.
Okay, I know he's got the claws, but does he even have a special auto attack chain, or is it just 1-1-1-1? Anyways, Khepri auto attack chain, Cerberus passive, Bacchus leap, Athena taunt, Fafnir hammer. I don't think he's understanding this. Hold
No.
up here. Nope.
Oh.
He's not understanding the assignment.
Cabbages.
Cabbages. That's what you get for not being a listener. Appreciate the
Also,
participation, though.
Also, can confirm Khepri does have an auto attack chain. It's 1.5 then 1.5. So it's 1, 0.5, 1.5. Because he does the double claw hit at the end. So it's like ... claw.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, that's a solid auto chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pro Double G, do you have one for us?
I do, and it's posted in the other channel. So
read it out. Oh, yeah, we'll give you a second. Then we'll hold on.
All right. I went with Ymir passive.
Yep.
Because it's pretty strong.
Yep.
With the Sylvanas autos to proc that passive, right, at range. And
do the autos proc it? I don't think the autos proc it. You have to hit an ability to proc it.
Yeah, that's what he says. So you use an ability and then procs it with autos.
Yeah. Use
but
ability proc
Sylvanas autos to proc it with.
Yeah.
Dev was thinking that you were saying you just procced it just by auto people, but not using.
No.
Ability.
Yeah. You have to use an ability. Right.
Yeah. But I have Khepri 1, so I'm also kidnapping.
Atlas 2, more kidnapping.
I have Atlas 2, so we're gonna do a bit of some hugging. And got Khepri or Kuzenbo 3, so I can put them in the back of the van.
Push some people.
Push them back of the van, and then Ares 4, just chain them fuckers up. Yank them over. Looking to really displace some people.
Really
and then slow them
and here's the thing:
damage.
beads isn't gonna help you.
Like, it would help the first time.
It would help the first time.
It would
until
help
the
for one of the
abilities come
4
off
times you're gonna get moved.
Right.
Also, no DR to be worried about at all.
Right.
That was another thing. I mean, unless you want to count the Ares ult, but
the Ares ult's stun.
Ares ult would, but I mean that's a
at that point, if that 1 second
at
stun,
that point,
one ability out of 4 is fine. Like, that's
right.
Yeah,
that's wild.
And I was also hoping that it still has some damage to it a little bit, so it's not completely useless. Because Khepri 1 can still hit minions if you hit the minions. Atlas 2 doesn't do shit, but I don't have the globe either. I didn't pick up the globe, so I don't get the shitty version of it. No fucking vibe pulse, just the fucking Yankaroonie. Kuzenbo 3 can still do some minion damage. Not much with the Ares ult there, but that's a little cherry on top, anyways. But I got Sylvanas autos to help clear the wave. Hopefully should do all right. And if the Ymir passive works with the Kuzenbo 3, it should, if I'm doing damage to each minion, apply to the minions as well. So then when I auto them, right, get that little extra oomph to there, and they do less damage to me as I apply the passive to them, because I become tankier versus them. It should all flow pretty nice. That's what I got.
Well,
I would say that's a solid god. The fact that only 1 ability procs DR is insane.
Right. I went with something that is going to give you a shit ton of damage and a shit ton of not taking damage.
Okay.
So we've got the Ymir passive, as
real
we
strong.
know.
It's real strong.
Ability. Real strong.
Arguably one of the best Guardian passives, I'd say.
Arguably, yes.
I'm not sure how our community feels about
that. We have Ganesha auto attack chain, just because I wanted to be different. Switching it up a little bit. And then we're going in. we're going in Cthulhu 1. Cthulhu 1, giving you a solid 20% mitigation. Right? Didn't go for his passive, so we can't build beyond that 20%. But it's giving you 20% mitigation. Very nice, very solid. I think excellent choice in ability. Next we have Cabrakan 2. Oh wait. This is giving you protections. What? Stacking up to 5 times? That's wild. Shit. So we got tankier and we're doing damage. We're hurting. We're hitting people. We're having a great time. Xing Chen 3. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Xing Chen 3, you jump on some people, you get protections.
And immunity
frames. You steal protections, don't you? Or is it just... No, you just get them. You just get them.
You get them. Yeah. Yep. Sky Cutting Axe. Protections 20 going up to 40. And it refreshes if you connect with a target. So
I just thought you stole for a second, but yeah. Yep.
So you're getting the Ymir passive, you're getting the mitigations from 1, protections from 2, and then more protections from your 3.
How and then Terra ult. Oh shit. The Terra ult.
Terra ult giving yourself mitigations, dealing additional damage to enemies on top of healing. And like just doubling down, really.
I will have to say the only downside to is picking the Terra ult is you have 0 dot capabilities, so you lack a way to proc it yourself.
I mean,
he's got those quick Ganesha auto attacks.
The Ganesha auto.
Shut up with those fucking auto attacks.
The Xing Chen 3, you could just jump on them twice.
That is true.
You know, and it's a great time.
You will have your team there. You will have your team.
Yeah, but you are the bully that the enemy team needs to watch out for, because honestly, with the amount of protections built into the kit, I don't know if you need to build protections on this god.
I think he would get away with like hybrid items out the ass. Like this dude's walking around with a fucking Void Stone and like E-Staff and fucking the what is it? The Jade Crowns.
You build health and penetration. Like
you also did not mention the attack speed slow from Cthulhu's 1 as well.
Yes.
So you're not only mitigating, but also taking less because they're attacking slower.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, this dude will probably bully the shit out of a hunter.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're gonna bully the shit out of whatever you want, because as you take more damage, the Cabrakan 2 starts building up, and you get those protections. Because I think it's 2 scaling up to 6, but it stacks 5 times for each bit of damage you take. So I don't know. I'm pretty proud of this one.
No, it's solid.
And honest, I was gonna choose Ganesha ult instead of Terra ult, but I was looking. Terra ult did give you the 5% mitigation, and it gave 5% additional damage against enemies, which I feel like just synergized with the Ymir passive so much.
Yeah, and you can't Aegis Terra ult either. So.
No.
You can't Aegis Terra's ult?
No.
Nope.
Downside. Only
really?
Because it still applies.
Even if you Aegis it, the proc will wait and then apply after the Aegis.
That's huge.
You cannot Aegis Terra ult.
Really? That is... I'm trying to think if I've ever died trying to Aegis a Terra ult.
You know what? This is why BMT has the videos, bro.
It has to be the Terra ult damage. So you can Aegis like the abilities that are trying to proc you and they won't get the procs, but you can't, if you try to Aegis that last proc, it'll wait till Aegis is done and then proc. So yeah, the BMT videos, you have a full damage Terra, that last proc's gonna hit you for a shit ton, so you're gonna die. But yeah, you physically cannot Aegis Terra ult.
That makes they should make an ability that's in the ability, like part of it is it cannot be immune. That'd be interesting.
I feel like Aegis is there for a reason. You know, like
to be annoying as fuck.
you can't.
I didn't say
Play
put
better,
this on a
bro.
hunter or
Play
an
better.
assassin either.
Right. But that's my build of god.
Rigsatoni.
Riggsatoni.
So I have two.
Oh,
One for each kind of style, right?
okay. So you've got the big damage guy and then the CCU into the
Yeah,
ground guy.
I've got like a kind of like a solo lane-esque, like I'm gonna be a bruisery guardian, and then I've got my my peel
Support.
guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hit us
we'll
with
go
them.
support. Go support first, right? You got Cerberus passive.
I
Can't
like
go
it.
wrong with that.
No.
Good anti-heal.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You're giving your team an advantage, right? You already have 25% anti-heal.
You're helping by
You're
existing.
chilling. You basically have a pesty basically built in.
Mhm.
You're good. All right. Ymir's one. We talked about it earlier. That ability is OP.
Okay, now we know why he was vamping the wall up.
Mhm.
Khepri's 2, which is sneaky OP, I think.
I don't think it's sneaky.
a sh-
It's just underappreciated.
It's
That
just that
ability
ability's
is
insane.
fucking strong. You know how many kills I get on Khepri with that? Stupid.
It's a prot debuff. It's a damage mitigation, so you can use it aggressively, defensively. That ability's nuts. Then you got Geb 3, good old fashioned cleanse.
Cleanse health shield.
Shield.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Khepri ult, good old fashioned cleanse, revive.
Nev will be able to get a penta.
Mhm.
Yeah, Nev will get all the pentas she wants with that. And then Yamoja's auto attacks, which I think we determined that they won't heal because that's a part of the passive, but I'll still have ranged autos.
Yeah. Like just a standard, straightforward ranged auto.
Yeah, just a good old classic, just ranged auto. It won't heal, but it's just a ranged auto.
I think it's
so
solid.
yeah, that's my
That's a solid support.
supporty. Then my aggressive guardian, I've got Ardio's passive, which is insane. If you know that passive.
All right, Ardio's
It's
passive is it shreds a percent of their protections. Is it just protections?
12%. Yes, 12% physical and magical protections.
Okay, so it's both
6
protections.
seconds.
Yep. For every ability hit, stacks up like 6 times or 4 times or something.
Right.
So yeah, six times, 2% each stack, 12% total. That's a lot. Then we have Ares chains. Ares 1, classic, one-shot ability.
And one chain will stack the passive.
Right.
Yep.
In case you didn't know about Ardio passive, by the way, it's not every ability hit, it's each tick of damage.
It's each tick, yeah. Well, and if that wouldn't stack it up, I have Cerberus's 2 as my second.
Oh, shit.
Which that's another protection shred.
More prot
percentage
shred,
wise,
more
you know.
damage, stacks that again.
I think
So,
it's up to like what 39 magical protection reduction.
yeah, it's 39. So 39 flat plus
Yeah.
12%.
And
then
a slow.
I've
Don't
got
even need to build pen. Don't even need to build pen.
And
Then
a
I got
slow.
Jing-Chen 3.
Yep.
Yeah, it's also slow. Jing-Chen's 3, like Dev said, it's not the best, like most damaging ability, but it's
You get
good.
the
It gives you
immunity
prots.
frames, you get protections. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using it more for the immunity frames. I think that's an underrated part of that
It's
ability.
huge. Yeah.
And then my ult is Bacchus ult. Good old fashioned.
That's 6 second
damage.
intoxicate.
Yeah, 6 second intoxicate gives me power. Oh, no,
Well,
actually, it doesn't give me power. That's part of the passive.
If they're
Never mind.
chained
So
and
it's
you
just
just hit them with your 2, and then you fucking come around and smack them with an ult, like, that's gonna hit like a fucking truck. You've already taken a lot of their prots.
Now, you don't have Bacchus 1 to amplify the ult, so
I don't. So it's just an intoxicate and a shit ton of damage.
yeah.
Right, because all that
And
does is give
then-
you 30 extra power on it.
And then my auto attack chain is Cthulhu's, since he has good
cleave.
AoE 1 and ranged.
Yeah.
is 16 and then 20 for his ranged auto or for his auto, so it's more range than normal. And he has
Keep a
an
little
AoE
bit
as
Wow.
of
well.
distance.
Fucker's gonna be doing
Well,
some
solid.
damage.
Yeah.
And still providing decent setup with the cripple, the slow, the intoxicate.
Just a fuck ton of shred.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I'm imagining I build like breastplate Magus maybe or something, and I'm just gunning it down.
Yeah.
Breastplate Magus like Voidstone or Stone of Binding maybe.
Yes. Or yes.
I'm sad that god doesn't exist. I want to play that now.
Right?
That is the
I
downside
feel
when you
like-
build a god that's like, man, I kind of want to play this god.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody that made one's like, I want to play this now. Like,
Well, you know what? We can always hope that High Res is listening and that they're like, huh, what if, you know?
please don't listen to mine. Mine would be sneaky OP.
Sneaky OP.
Yeah, don't build mine. Don't, no. There's a reason why DR exists in the game. I think I
But
might
I
quit
mean, I
Smite
think
if they
this-
introduced a god like the one I built. Because
I
like
think-
they could literally almost by themselves take you from tower to tower.
Yeah. Or just hold you underneath the same one long enough for it to kill you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No. I think this is also good though in a way because it says what abilities people think are fun or strong. Right? Because like high res they want like strong god releases. And so it's like, okay, well what's the perception at least of what feels good? Like when we did the warrior one, Gilgamesh dropkick was all over it. That's such a
Yeah.
fun ability. People love it, right?
Now, granted, we do limit it because it has to be like the 2 in the 2 spot.
Right.
Right.
And I think because otherwise people would just have like, oh, you know,
All of the
hard
really fun
CC, hard
abilities.
CC, leap, 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 leap. You know, like
Right.
I think you know I'm sure they choose the ability in each slot for a reason, right?
They do
You
actually.
know,
Like they make
Because,
like leaps are generally 3s or you know
yeah,
like,
and line
things like
abilities
that.
are normally the 1s,
Right.
stuff like that. If you ever notice, it's a real common thing for a combo to be 2-1.
Yep.
Things like that.
I'm just thinking of a god now where it's all just leap. So you have like Kakolan, like all warriors. So it's like Kakolan leap, like Nike jump, Gilgamesh jump, and like Bologna ult. You're just jumping
Yeah.
all over the fucking map.
That'd be kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
Yeah, you're just
It'd be-
jumping.
Dude, it'd be a
everywhere.
little disorienting after a bit. Just fucking leapfrogging everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could actually just be a
Bring it
frog.
into a cooldown mode and you just never stop. Yeah. Yeah, I think the perception though that's another it's a good thing, and I like doing these community corners. Do we want to give a break or do we want to announce another one? That's the
I
real
think
question.
we normally give a break, right? Like a week break or so.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, we can
Because
we
what-
can do that.
I'm assuming we're gonna do just the next god one. So we've done warriors and guardians now, right?
We've done warriors, guardians, assassins. Have we done hunters?
No, so we have hunters and
no,
mages.
probably hunters, and then probably
Hunters,
end with mages, 'cause mages.
then
are gonna be-
mages. And then we could throw in the
Yeah.
special stance switchers one.
Or we could do like a one of each one. Like you could pull an ability from any class, like no class restriction one. Just
Yeah.
the ultimate god
I
creation
mean,
one.
4 abilities plus a passive and 5 classes.
You
That
got a
might
lot
be
to pull from.
interesting. You
Yeah.
get one
You can
ability
only pull
from
one
each class.
one ability from each class. Yeah.
Ooh, fuck! I kind of want to go on to that one next.
I'm
not gonna lie, we might have to switch this-
We saved that for the final one, I think.
No, but now I won.
That might, you know what, Fro? We might do that one for Christmas. How about that?
Fucking Christmas, goddamn.
I mean, honestly, at the rate we're going, that's probably when it'll line up.
We do give
Yeah,
time.
I mean
and
like one a month.
if we get
Yeah.
anything else, we do swap it. So
Yeah, we could always do something else. So, but Yeah, that's the community corner. Thank you guys for your submissions.
Yeah.
Remember,
it's nice to beat all your guys' asses again in creating a god.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully next time you step it up a little bit. Honestly,
I don't know. I think I beat you,
Uh,
Riggs. I think I beat you.
I'll listen to either one of your guys' smack talk when you're done being CC'd.
But listen, Fro, it doesn't matter if you can't damage me.
The tower's
Too many
doing
Bro,
it
you
for
guys
me.
are gonna,
Tower's
you guys are
doing
gonna
it for
be
me.
dead. What are you talking about? You guys have no prots.
I have
don't
all the
need-
prots.
No, I'm shredding all of them, bro. You're gonna be gone. You're gonna
You
be
can't
back to
shred
square zero.
mitigations.
See,
You
I
get
actually
mitigations on one of
interrupted
those
your
abilities.
ability. It's very unfortunate. It's actually not true. Your cripple would probably wreck my god for the most part. Anyways, we have thank yous to do.
We got some thank yous. Fro Double G, take it away.
Thank you to Sadons for our thumbnails. I do need to get a hold of him so we actually get back on the thumbnails. Now he's like
Yes.
getting settled back and everything. And thank you to Raijin Kaijin for all of our artwork that we've commissioned him for. Done a fantastic job. You guys should get a hold of him if you need any artwork. Make sure to tip your artist, by the way.
Yes.
And thank you to our wonderful patrons that help us improve our streams, our podcasts, and our other various endeavors that we all do. So thank you to Mario Steel, Asbestos Dog, Weatherman Keith, Jade Flagon, Baseball Griff, Bombi, Danny Boy, Caveman, Neo, Coffin Monkey, CDR Litz, Killy, almost said Skilly, Snorlax, Weatherman, Adios, Sir Ember, K Brojo, Famous Freak, Stoffmeister, Backlash, Sadons, Dr. Godfucker, Lantern, Reese, Warlord Yo, Bats Kid, Echo Dunk, Doc, Necros, Otter Joe, Riggs, Draghon, Glen Wiggle, Grammet Boys, Camo Hoss, Void vs. Void, Enbright, Scion Gemini, Batman, Sandman, Aquasoft, Kilowatt Man, I'm a Hater, Mr. Man, Colorado, and the Big Red. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You can't tell on the podcast, but I did 2 thumbs up
Oh, forgot
And a
video.
smile as well.
Smile.
and a smile. Yeah.
Well, guys, let's get out of here. It's cooldowns day.
It's not
It's always
cooldowns.
cooldowns. It's not cool. What are you talking about?
Smite Knight ruined it. It's Battleground of the Dogs.
What the fuck? I mean, I'm still gonna play that, but I'm upset.
Please just end the episode on that.
I'm out of here.
Just-
I'm angry. Goodbye.
Please just end the episode on you just being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Goodbye. I'm done recording.
Yeah. Save project as
Stop.
episode 222, everybody.
Oh my god. 222.
All right.